Alright, what is up? This is Slow Plays, and I'm here today for my Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles 2 catch-up and update video. I want to catch you guys up to speed on everything you need to know about this game before it releases. It's going to be releasing in 2 days from now on August 1st for early access. You can only get to early access if you pre-order the Deluxe Edition. Now, keep in mind, I am not here to convince or deter you away from getting this game. This is just a video to show you guys everything that this game pretty much has to offer. Obviously, you know, you're gonna have to watch some gameplay on it, which I have a lot of gameplay on my channel. I recently uploaded is like a 19 minutes worth of gameplay if you guys want to see how the game actually is. Now, I will say big improvements over the gameplay from the first game, okay? Basically, this game is literally everything that the first game had that was great and that you liked, but better, right? There are more characters. The story mode, I would say, I can't really say if it's longer or shorter because, you know, it's not out yet, but it does cover 3 major arcs, and even though I think the first game covered a few more than that, I think those arcs were, like, much shorter anyways. Like, you have to think about how many episodes in total this is covering compared to the first one, which also includes the movie as well for, what was it, the Mugen Train. But regardless, I think that they're cooking, right? CC2, they don't disappoint when it comes to the story mode in particular for their games. The cutscenes are going to be gorgeous. Obviously, we've seen it. Like I said, there's a lot of content out there that goes over it. They even had like a demo that was like around like 40 or 50 minutes that kind of gave you an idea of how the story is going to play out, right? It's not the full thing, but you know, there's gameplay out there and there's cutscenes out there that you can actually watch before if you need to get a refresher on this game. So I don't know why the Steam version is releasing on August 6th. That's ridiculous. That's even later than the actual release. The official release for everyone, if you're not pre-ordering the Deluxe Edition, is going to be August 5th, right? So 5 days early access. I mean, if you're really excited for this game, it's worth probably getting the Deluxe Edition, okay? Now, keep in mind, the Deluxe Edition does not include any character pass for the future DLC characters. It does include early access unlocks for characters that already exist in game if you don't want to grind like the story or whatever to unlock them, which I'm assuming that's what you could do, or probably buy them in the shop or whatever. But yeah, that's the situation with that. So I just wanted to let that be known and make that clear that this does not include the season pass with it, the character pass. Now, we are confirmed to get Muzan Kibutsuji, aka Michael Jackson, as a free update, a free DLC update, free playable character, okay? Now, it's crazy because he's free. Like, that's just the thing that blew my mind. Like, out of all the characters that they could have given us, like, maybe like Kanao or whatever, like, there are so many other characters that they could have given us for free, but they gave us the big man himself, the main villain of the entire series. I don't even know how he's going to play, right? Like, what material has he had? I can't think of it. I mean, he's done stuff, right? You see him, but like, I haven't seen, like, you haven't really seen him fight yet in the series, right? He's definitely going to be fighting in these future movies, right? For the Infinity Castle arc, which that's just like chapter 1 or like the first part of it that they have for like the movie. I think there are going to be like 3 in total, if I'm not mistaken. And those are going to be releasing over the course of like the next like couple of years, few years, which is insane to me. But I mean, let them cook because we want the, you know, we want it to look really good. So, yeah, I don't know exactly when Muzan is dropping, okay? It says Muzan Kibutsuji enters the fray in versus mode, okay? I don't know if he's going to be able to be used online. They're not clarifying. I mean, they're specifically just saying versus mode, right? Like, I don't know why that's kind of rubbing me the wrong way with it. I have no idea, but he is a demon, right? A demon character. So demon characters they fight on their own. You can't team up with another demon character unless you specifically choose the teamed up demon characters, which I'll go over in just a second. There are 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. One of them being Gyotaro and Daki, which is like a special separate character that they're on a team and they have like team ultimates and stuff, which is cool. But the downloadable content, which this is crazy to me because I cannot recall a arena fighter or just anime fighting game that has released in the past few years that didn't already confirm or like include a season pass. Like, they're confirming it right now, but I don't know why it's not included. I guess they really don't know, or they don't want to tease or reveal like how many characters are going to be in it. We don't know. We know nothing about this other than the fact that it's Infinity Castle, okay? And it's likely just going to be the first part of it, okay? Because they got to release it sometime after the movie, which is going to be releasing, I think, in like September or October, if I recall correctly. This is worldwide. I think the movie already released in Japan, but for us, they're going to be seeing it in theaters, which y'all better get on that shit. I'm going to be on top of that, bro. We watching this movie. I'm so excited for it. So, yeah, the character pass, we don't know the number of characters. We don't know exactly who's going to be in it, but we can have some speculation. Shout-outs to Mobile Suit Rock, Anti-Plug Media. Absolute GOAT. Love this guy. Give him a follow. He has great anime takes for, like, anime video games and stuff. He's got a lot of knowledge on that. So, this is his, I would assume, like, guess or speculation, okay? A new Zenitsu, right? Because he's locked the fuck in. You seen those trailers? Bro is locked in. So yeah, that would make sense to give us a new Zenitsu. Kanao, you guys don't know who that is. That's the, like, I guess, apprentice of Shinobu or whatever. Like, her and Tanjiro kind of have, like, a thing going on, right? Doma and Kai Gaku. Those are both demon characters, the demon characters that they're going to be fighting. I mean, the main ones that are in this first, like, chapter or whatever, okay? And then might get a variation, not a fully new moveset for Giyu and Akaza, which makes sense because, you know, they're going to be in this as, like, you know, in the first pass, right? So that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, I fuck with this, you know, these options, right? I know people are going to be like, oh my god, how many of the same character are we going to get? And I'll show you the roster, what it looks like. The final roster of the game is just funny to me. It's much better than the first game, like miles better, if you don't include any of the DLC. But yeah, a new Zenitsu. I mean, Zenitsu's sick. I think he's a cool character. I know some people don't like him, but right now in Infinity Castle, this is like Zenitsu's peak. I think he's looking like he's locked in like a motherfucker, so it's gonna be great, right? So I think this is a pretty good option. Having Kanao playable would be really cool as well. And then obviously we want more demon characters because I gotta say this game looking like it's still kind of lacking in new demon characters, right? So what do you get with the digital Deluxe edition? Okay, the physical standard edition is honestly the worst choice because it doesn't include, I mean, it has mini character stickers drawn by how do you pronounce that? Is it Ufotable? I don't even know. that's the animation studio, and they're amazing, right? I never knew how to pronounce it. If it's I think it's Ufotable or some shit. I don't fucking know. Digital standard edition. Okay. This one comes with the game. You get the pre-order bonus, which are character unlock keys for Tokito and Kanroji. And then the digital version bonus, specifically, that's why you would probably want to get the digital version, is early character unlock keys for Academy Rengoku and Academy Uzui, right? Now, those are different, right? The Academy versions of the characters, even though they are, you know, just the same character, they do have, like, new animation, like, different animations and, like, unique ultimates that are, like, fun and, you know, silly and stuff. So, I mean, if you fuck with it, yeah. Now, the Digital Deluxe Edition is probably the best version to get, in my opinion, because, I mean, only if you're interested in the game. If you're not interested in this game, or, like, you want to hold out on it for a bit, I mean, you don't have to get any of this. That's the only issue, like I said, is that we don't know who the DLC characters are. So if you're looking at the game, and you're like, oh, well, I want Doma or, you know, Kai Gaku or some bullshit, right? I want some of these Infinity Castle characters to just probably wait until the game, you know, releases information on that, and then you can pick it up if you want to wait for the DLC, right? I could totally understand waiting, but if you can't and you're just so excited to play this game, then obviously, yeah, get the Digital Deluxe Edition. I think it's like $70 if I recall correctly. I could be wrong. No, I'm pretty confident it was $70 because it doesn't have a season pass. It's just, you know, early unlock characters. So what you get with this one is pretty much everything from Digital Standard Edition, but you also get early unlocks and outfits for stuff, okay? So you can get Tengen Uzui, Obanai Iguro, Sanami Shinazugawa, and Gyome Himejima. You can get all of them early, okay? I'm going to assume that those characters you have to unlock probably via story mode, or you have to buy them via the shop or whatever, right? So you'll get them right off the bat, which is really good if you don't want to play the story, okay? But you're still probably going to have to play the story to unlock other characters too. Primarily, I'm going to assume the demon characters. I'll do a full video going over how to unlock everyone, obviously, you know, whenever I figure all that out, right? So that you guys aren't confused. But yeah, there are definitely going to be some characters that you can't unlock, it seems. But some of them, I mean, I would say a majority, like if you get the Digital Deluxe Edition, you're probably going to have like 80% of the roster already like fully unlocked, right? Because I don't know exactly which characters are gonna be like already there, like, and who else you need to unlock. But I think a majority of the roster is going to be unlocked at the base. If you, not at the base, if you get the digital deluxe edition. But you also get the battle attire, Tanjiro and Inosuke's kimono from the entertainment district, and Uzui's shinobi attire, which that's awesome. Okay, having that shit, we only saw that in like flashbacks, if I recall correctly, in the anime. So that's going to be sick. And then versus mode system voices, upper rank demon set, Akazadaki, Gyotaro, Gyoko, and Zohakuten. And then the you also get the, you know, Academy Rengoku and Uzui, right? So that's pretty good, honestly, if you really think about it. Like, you're getting everything pretty much early if you don't want to grind them. But the main thing that you're going to be doing the digital deluxe edition for is just to get the early access. If you want to play, like, if you just cannot wait and you want to play this game within like 2 days from now, by the time this video is posted, and not have to wait another whole week, then yeah, just get this one. If you don't care about it, then you might as well just wait until the season pass or the character pass for Infinity Castle DLC gets announced, and that way you can actually be like, okay, these are the characters that are in it, I'm ready to get this game, right? So let's go over what does this game really have to offer in terms of modes. Story mode. Okay, that's a big thing that people, I think, some people are confused about. Infinity Castle is not included in the story mode, okay? I know Mugen Train was in the base game story mode of the first game, but they kind of had to do that just because it was only like, what, like 28 episodes, 24, 28 episodes that they had, so they had to include the movie in it as well. And by the time this game released, the movie had already been out, I think, for a while for the first game, right? But the movie hasn't released yet. So honestly, like, in my opinion, I think they should have just waited until the movie dropped. I think that would have been better, but I see what they're doing. They're trying to milk it with the DLC. That's probably why. But I don't know, man. I don't think they're gonna make a third game, but I feel like they might. I feel like they might. Now, the first game story mode, as far as I know, is not included in this. I believe there is a way to play some key battles from the first game. I think it's like a separate mode that they made for it. I'll have to, you know, see when the game drops exactly how that works, but it's not the full story mode. It's probably like just like a few battles and maybe like 1 or 2 cutscenes, but it's not, you're not going to get the full experience. Okay, it's just like a recap of the first game, and that's really it. So what you're getting in the story mode for this is specifically, it's going to start off right from the entertainment district. It's going to go to the Swordsmith Village arc, and then it's going to end off at the very end of the Hashira training arc. Okay, as far as I know, there's nothing else extra. Okay, I believe there was like a special fight in the first game at the very end. It was like a secret boss fight type of thing that wasn't like in the anime or the movie. And it was Tanjiro versus Rengoku, which was really cool because they like made like a new thing, right? If I recall correctly, that wasn't a thing in the movie, but I could be wrong. Maybe there was. It's been a while since I've seen the Mugen Train movie. I did rewatch all the anime, and then like I just like, I'll watch the movie later, and then I went straight to the Swordsmith Village or whatever. Or sorry, not that one. What is it? The Entertainment District, and then Swordsmith. I was like, oh fuck, did I miss something? I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to watch the movie. Whatever. That's pretty much all it is. Okay. Now that's a lot still. That's still a lot of episodes. I think the Entertainment District was like, how many episodes was that? I think that was maybe like 12 to like 18 or something. And then we had the Swordsmith Village, which I think that was only like 8 or 10. And then Hashira Training, which I think was like around like 8 or 10 episodes. So in total, I think it's just slightly longer than the first game. I think it's going to be slightly longer or about the same length, okay? Because again, they include some filler stuff in these as well. So, you know, and it's going to all be dependent on your, you know, how much stuff you're doing. Are you going to do side quests and all this stuff? You know, are you going to sit through and watch all the cutscenes? It's up to you, right? But there is online, okay? I think, you know, regular, you know, versus mode offline, you can do, you know, standard stuff, right? Practice, all that good shit, right? Now, when it comes to online, ranked matches for Demon Slayer, Hinokami Chronicles 2 will start on August 1st, first, obviously, right? It's going to be at 9 a.m., but I think that's Japan's time. So it's going to be up at launch. Bleach could never, right? Online room matches and casual matches can be played starting from August 1st. Why do I keep saying that first? August 1st at midnight. I'm talking way too fast. With only 3 days left until release, compete with various players online. Okay, so as far as I've heard, I'm pretty sure there's still like your online lobbies and the spectator mode, right? So you can spectate. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all in it. So I think this is pretty much like how Sparking Zero did it, which, I mean, every fighting game, and especially anime fighting game, it should be like this, right? I don't know why Bleach did that, where they were like, oh, we're not going to have a ranked mode at launch. Like, that was crazy to me. So rest assured, that is the case. There's no rollback on this, so I cannot say if the online's going to be good. But even if there was rollback, we saw from Hunter x Hunter, that game has some of the worst rollback netcode ever in its ass, and it was completely broken. So I wouldn't hold on to like a lot of hope that this is going to be an immaculate online experience. A lot of these anime games have bad online, right? It's just a fact, okay? I played like an online match or two when the first game came out, and I do recall there being a little bit of an input delay, but it wasn't like horrible. I don't know. I don't remember my online experience that much just because I didn't really do it. But hopefully there are improvements, right? This is the second game, right? As far as I'm concerned, everything should be improved. So we'll see, right? We'll see when it launches. I just wouldn't put too much faith in an online arena fighter game that the launch for online is going to be good, right? And it could always be fixed in the future. But y'all test it out and let me know what you think about it whenever it drops, right? But I would say at least, like, don't just jump straight into online. Like, at least, like, if you're going to pay $60, $70 for this game, at least play the game, like, the story mode and everything. Like, that's the thing that is unfortunate, is when people get these games and they just go straight to online ranked. And it's like, come on, man. Like, you're losing. So, like, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but I'm just saying, like, in my opinion, if I'm going to play a game, I want to play everything first before I start jumping into online, if I even care about that. But you do you, right? So let's go over the roster. All right, the roster is interesting. I'm not even joking. These are all the new characters that are added that the first game with DLC did not have. I think it's like 13 characters. I'm not even joking. It's not horrible or anything, because, okay, the problem is it's like, who else can they really include other than maybe like Kanao, right? But like, we haven't seen her really like fight, and you're not going to see her fight probably until Infinity Castle. So this is all it really is. You have the rest of the Hashira. You have Genya. You have another Tanjiro. This is specifically the Swordsmith Village variant, who does play differently. He's got different, like, combos and shit. You have Tengen's wives, which is cool, as well as Yorichi Type 0, which is pretty cool, right? And then you have the Academy versions, which not really, too many people will care about. And the only new demon characters are Gyoko and Zohakuten. What? There are actually, like, other demon characters, like Hatengu and his other, like, 4 or 5, like, versions, like the different emotions or whatever. They're not playable. Why? Why are they not playable? I'm pretty sure they're in the story mode too. So it's going to be they're bosses that you fight and you can't play as them. So, like, that's just my main issue, and it's the same thing that the first game had. The first game was way worse though, right? There were no playable demons at launch. If I recall correctly, they added them via free updates, so you couldn't even play as Akaza and fucking Ryui. Like, that was crazy to me. You only had the Demon Slayers for the most part, and that was pretty much it. And then I would say, like, half the roster was just the fucking Academy versions, which was crazy. There were only, I think, like 16 or 18 characters at launch, which for a game like that, an arena fighter, is very small. I know it's the first game, but it's like, that was really small. And then they added DLC, which was like Gyotaro, other variants of Tanjiro, Nezuko and shit. Like, that's it, right? So let me show you what the full roster looks like. This is literally the full roster, okay? Now, looking at the full roster, it looks good, right? It looks much better than if you just count who's new added. But, like, Look at, dude, there are 4 different Tanjiros. I get it, right? You know, he's the main character, so anime games, that's how they do it. They have 50,000, like, look at Bleach Rebirth of the Souls, there's like 3 or 4 versions of Ichigo. Goku in Sparking Zero has like 37,000 different versions of him. But like, you even have multiple versions of Zenitsu, Inosuke, Nezuko. I'll be leaning on that just because she's actually like advanced demon and she becomes like a demon character. You know what I mean? Like, that's awesome, okay? So if you want to count these 2 as new, I guess you can. What is it? Yuhaba and what the fuck was her name? I forgot her name. The other one, the one, was it Suzaz? Fuck, what was her name? I don't remember. The girl, the one with the balls that she throws. She has like 4 arms or some shit, and she's like Machamp, and she throws balls at you. Yeah, there's a duo fighter of them, and then there's a duo fighter of Daki and Gyutaro. So if you want to count them because they weren't in the first game, I don't think, that's 15 new characters. I'm talking about new characters that weren't in the first game with DLC, all right? But I mean, the roster looks good when you look at it. Like, it looks pretty solid, and they're color-coded as well. So they have all the hero demon slayers in blue. You have all the demons in red, and then the academy variants are in yellow. I think that's just disappointing that they only added Gyoko and Zahakuten. Muzan will be on this as well after the free update, so that's going to be good. At least we'll have at least 1 more extra demon character. But there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 11 demon characters. And I know the demon slayers are like the main characters, right? But like, a lot of people, I think, would be more interested in playing the demons because the demons are crazy. They're overpowered as shit, right? like that. That's why, like, I cannot wait for the Infinity Castle because I know they'll at least add a few more. But it's like, you know what they should have done for this roster? Every NPC boss character that wasn't playable in the first game, maybe not all of them because some of them were like a little bit different. Like, they were really big and shit. You can't play as them. But like, some of them in the first game could have been added, and even have some of them that are bosses in this game could have been added for the roster. Like, more demon characters would have helped this roster a lot because it's like, Demon Slayer in general doesn't really have like a super large like character list, right? Compared to other anime like Naruto and Bleach, like they have like a million characters, dude. Like, there's so many. Same thing with Dragon Ball. Like, there's so many characters. But Demon Slayer, I mean, there's not really a whole lot that are like unique and have like unique movesets, right? Like, the only other Demon Slayer that I think you could add is maybe like Kanao. I don't know who else. I guess other variants of these characters, right? But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens via the DLC drop. You can let me know if this roster satisfies you or not. If it doesn't, then I would probably just wait until the DLC. But yeah, guys, that was a lot. I'm losing my voice right now. We're going to be covering tons of Hinokami Chronicles 2 content when it launches or in early access, so be sure to subscribe and ring my notification bell. I have something in my eye right now, so I'm so sorry. I'm like winking at you. Yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
This is Broly, and you are watching Slow Plays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.